Yo, we're back. Today we're doing the what's it called? Challenge 2 submission review, but like halfway through, I'm currently downloading the VOD from the first part, which I did on stream, and I'm gonna do hopefully the rest on in this, or maybe most of it, and then I'll do the rest at the end because there's a lot of submissions. I think there's like over 50 from what I've heard, so let's just get into it. I'm gonna kind of skim through them a little bit because a lot of my thoughts on specific combinations have already been said, and I don't think there's much needed to mention. So early on, I'll try to address stuff, but throughout, we'll skim through things a little bit more. Okay, red team should work decently well. It's a little strong, possibly. Depends on how well Parker adapts to MCC, but it makes sense because I think Smant should know everybody. Smant at least knows Lagundo and Parker, I think. I don't know if he knows 4C, but everyone at least has two people they're familiar with, if not three, so that's good. And energy-wise, this would be like a fun, like, chill, slightly more energetic, like kind of in between type of team, so that'd be good. Orange team, I think, would be, I don't know if that would work like entirely. Of course, it's a little weak, but like Sneak, Bad, Tina could work. Emarum, I think, only knows Sneak here, if I had to guess. Maybe if you threw like, I think Clownpierce is in this. Yeah, Clownpierce was an available player to pick. I think if you put Clownpierce over Emarum there, that makes things work a lot better. So that's my take on that. The reason, again, is just because people don't really know each other that well, or at least Emarum doesn't really know the rest of the game. Then this yellow team, I don't think a full Simmers trio is going to happen again. I think at most you're getting Simmers duos with either Gluon and Sasha or Gluon and Zeus. I don't think Sasha and Zeus would be on the same team probably anymore. Jojo there would have been fine though, assuming that the Simmers trio works, because she knows everybody, right? Lime team should work. It's a little bit random-ish in terms of like combinations. It feels like a bit of a thin one in terms of connections, but everybody should know each other, or at least knows somebody, I think, on the team. I think Jevin would be the one that maybe knows the least people on this team, but it might be okay. So yeah, that's that. Green team is fantastic, maybe a little weak, but of course, full Hermit team, Imp and Skiz duo, Joel and Green, they're all like good combos. So that's just a very good one. Just, a little weak potentially. Or either this is a weak team, or this is a very strong team, depending on how you want to look at it. Then the Cyan team, I think, would be really fun. It's definitely weak, but I think it would be fine. I think Jeremy at least knows Maddie, of course, because they team together, duh. But like Maddie and Sons, I think, know each other. Toby knows everybody. Maybe not Jeremy, but, Sons knows Toby and Maddie at least. So there is enough of a connection, and I think energy-wise, this would be really interesting. So I like the idea, just a little weak. Aqua team should be fine. 5UP works here because Jordan and 5UP know each other decently well, I think. For the rest, this trio makes sense. So, yeah, solid. It would be a different type of team for 5UP at least, which would be interesting. But 5UP is pretty easy at also being family friendly, I think. So, yeah, we're pretty good at it. So I think that should be fine. This blue team, I think I'm going to stop saying things are weak. I'm just going to call it out when it's strong. I think it's just this red team that's very strong. And like this lime team could be strong, but like not that crazy. But this blue team works. I mean, it's fun. It's a classic MCC player team, right? Not a combination that's very common or anything, but more like all these people have been in MCC for a decent amount of time. So I think that's fine. I don't think there's really a problem with that. This purple team feels a little random. I mean, Amy knows Sausage probably from the Realm, and then maybe knows SB because of TwitchCon, and maybe knows Flip, I don't know, but like, Amy here feels a little out of place. I think putting a more like life series Hermit type of vibe person on this team would fit a bit nicer if we're on the chill side. I don't think this would be like a problem. I just don't think from a like team making standpoint it makes the most sense. And then pink, I think like, maybe could work. I mean, Scott knows everybody here, but I think everybody only knows Scott back, and I don't know if they know each other. Like, Darapchu might know Gumi, doesn't know Chilled. Chilled might know Gumi, but doesn't know Darapchu. So it's a bit of a thin one in terms of connections, but otherwise it's fine. So vibes-wise, I think energy-wise, this would be really cool. All right, so that's kind of my entry one in terms of, you know, thorough review. Now we're gonna skim through them a little bit quicker. Hopefully, I will probably forget. Let's go. Red team. Could be fine. I just think that the energy that Dave and Ryan as a duo have versus the energy that Imp and Skiz as a duo have isn't like the most overlapping in terms of like vibes, but I don't think it's like bad. I just think like it's not the most, you know, optimal team combination, but it would be alright for the rest. Orange, of course, I've already mentioned, wouldn't really work. Vibes wise, Misty with some of the simmers would be fun though. This yellow team makes sense. It's just a bunch of dudes that play Minecraft. So yeah, vibes, it's chill. That's fine. This lime team would be interesting. I actually like this. I like this conceptually quite a bit. I mean, of course, we've seen Joel and Avid already team up, so they're definitely familiar. Jimmy and Avid, I think, know each other too. Sneak probably knows Jimmy and probably knows Joel, so that's fine. The only potential outlier here could be Sneak, but I think vibes-wise he would be chill. So this would be a fun team. I would like to see Lime. That'd be an interesting one, at least. I'd be like, oh, a unique MCC team. Very, very odd, but I like it. This green team I think would be really fun. I definitely think this would be quite a fun, high energy one. I think probably at least. But yeah, this is a fun team. I like that. Cyan should work pretty well. It's a combination here where Smant knows Smant should know everybody here. Gumi probably knows everybody, maybe not Mog Swamp, but for the rest probably. And yeah, good combo. I like it. I think this is really fun. W Cyan team. Aqua team, great, fantastic team. I mean, you've given Chilled at least one person he very much knows, which is Kara. I think both Jojo and Jordan might be familiar for Chilled as well, so that's good. For the rest, I mean, Jojo, Jordan have teamed and done content. Kara, of course, has done content with everybody here. Kara and Jordan, of course, is a great duo. Like, this is a good team. Aqua team, fantastic. Chef's kiss. Blue team, pretty solid. I don't know if it's like the most cohesive one connections wise. I think it mainly revolves around who does this revolve? I don't really know, but like Tina knows Phil pretty well, of course, and knows Shelby and 5UP both at least a bit, but I don't know how well. I don't think it would be an issue. I just think like, oh, you know, this is not the most cohesive in terms of connections. 5UP knows Shelby best probably on this team, and then knows Phil and knows Tina, but again, knowing somebody, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like the best combo for teaming. I don't think it'd be a problem again, but I just think it could be better. And then, yeah, that's kind of the main thing. Also not entirely like, actually no, I think from Phil's point of view, this would be great. I think Shelby would be good here too. It's mainly just either Tina or 5UP would be a little out of the ordinary here. Probably Tina, but I think it'd be fun. Would be very interesting to see 5UP and Phil team together. I think it'd be an interesting thing to see 5UP kind of lead the squad here, but it would be fun. Purple, or this green team is good, very good. It's a classic combination with Hermit and Hermit Associates, right? So it's good. And then this pink team should work. It's yeah. I mean, I don't think there's a problem with it. I think it's pretty solid. Mostly relies on 4C here to make things really work better, but I don't think that's like a problem at all. That's fine. Solid squad. This was my week 1. Forgot to post it, so we're gonna do week 2 now. Okay, I will hold off on reviewing week 1 to avoid confusion. It's hard to balance team when I wanted to experiment with some teams struggled a lot. Could make a team of Ant, Wally, Sasha Glue on the bench, blah blah. Clan instead of the rap might be better for balancing. Cyan team is weak, maybe Agent. Okay, let's just look at it first. Red team, super cool. I like it. I think it would work. It's a very cool one. I think that's awesome. W team. Orange, I think would be solid. I think, yeah, doesn't really have an issue with it. I think that'd be fine. Just a pretty standard-ish team from my point of view. Sorry. We see another repeat trio here, but with Skiz instead of Jimmy. I think that would work. I think Skiz and Sneak could make for a really interesting combination. I think that'd be really fun. This team with Misty here, this Lime team, is pretty solid, pretty good. I mean, everybody here should be relatively familiar, at least knows 2 people on the team, so that's good. This green team, same feedback as I've given before, though with Elam here, it actually does make a bit more sense as a combination. I think this actually works a lot better now. I think this is good. Pretty good team. This could easily be a Pride team. This Cyan team works. I mean, Kara, Emerome, and Chilled Chaos is a good trio. Giving them Fruit Berries as the like standout S tiers is definitely very possible with the roster given. Considering Fruit is, I think, the best player in this roster. Maybe, you know, Ant could debatably be the best. Ant ends up in the bench area. But yeah, Fruit in this one would be the best player. So that works. Aqua team, fantastic as well. This trio, I mean, this whole squad is good. So this is a really good team. I really like that. This blue team would work. Maybe, like, a bit of a thin one in terms of connections for Jordan. He'll know 4C, he'll know Mog Swamp, he might know Lagundo. But I like the combo. I think it would work. Just not sure if, you know, from a connection standpoint it makes the most sense, but it's cool. This purple team should be solid. Maybe a little strong, but I don't really know. It's kind of hard to tell considering Parker is like the standout top frag who's literally never touched MCC before. But combinations wise, it's solid. I mean, Parker knows Cub. Parker probably knows Pyro. I don't know if he knows Zeus. Everybody on this team should have probably 2 people they know, and from Cub's point of view, he'll know everybody at least, and maybe Pyro. It's just that Parker and Zeus might not be familiar. And then this pink team is great. I think it's just a full realm team. Full realm teams are some of the safest ones you could make because they're great. So yeah, fantastic, nice, good job. Yellow's a bit of a mess, but this group of players is very difficult to build in balance. Let's take a look. All right, red team, cool. I think it'd be fine. I mean, it'd be a great team as long as Phil and Green, of course, don't have a swearing issue going on. I think it'd be fine. But for the rest, it's cool. Yeah, I like it. This orange team works great. I think that's fantastic. I mean, of course, Dave, Jordan Kara is good, and then Emerome, Jordan Kara is good. I think Dave and Emerome would work decently well together too. This yellow team is solid, honestly. I mean, it's not bad. I think it's decent. I don't really see it. It's not like a bad one in terms of team making. It's just like, yeah, pretty solid, decent team. This Lime team is really fun. Maybe a little weak, but maybe I'm underestimating Jimmy a little bit. But yeah, no, this is fun. I like this Fruit Berries team a lot. Great team here on green, of course. Full non-masked team. You love to see it. I think this would be fun vibes. I think it'd be decent. So yeah, solid. This Aqua team is cool. Of course, you know, Hermit duo, Lifesteal duo. I think it'd be fine. I would say Clown in MCC would probably work best with more realmy type of teams. But even then, actually, Clown and Cub teamed in Dragon's Pit, right? So they are familiar as well. So this would be fine. And of course, you get the blue slime combo, which is fun. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's a pretty good team. Pretty well done. This Cyan team is interesting. I don't know if it works like perfectly because what's it called? Chilled might only know like Sneak on this team. And then I mean Ryan and Samantha is a good combo. Samantha also might only know Ryan really on this team. Samantha and Sneak probably are familiar, but I don't know if they like know each other like that. I don't know if Samantha and Chilled know each other. I mean, they are both Canadian, but that's kind of the only connection I can really think of there. They also do Nintendo stuff, but I don't think they've ever collabed unless I've missed it. So not sure if that works, but it's interesting, of course. Blue team, it's a repeat, but again, Simmers, not sure if it would happen. For the rest, it's not like a unique team, right? It's just a team that's happened before, so can't really comment on that one. Purple would be solid. I think H is a fine top frag for that trio. This trio makes sense, of course, Toby, Bad, and Tina. But H-Bomb, I think, is a fine top frag there. I don't think there's a problem with that. And then pink is good. I mean, Maddie and Scott just got to know each other, and I think they would get along really well on the team. I think they'd have a lot of fun. So this is fun. This is good. Could be a pride team. Next up. Oh, we have this one. Custom graphic. On red. Okay, I think this could work. It mostly... what does this rely on? Because... Oh no, Sneak and Maddie team, so that works. Pyro and Sneak would get along. Pete knows Sneak. Doesn't know Pyro or Maddie, but I think Pete would be fine with that. For MCC, I don't think he'd mind. So that's chill. That's fine. Yeah, red team's good. Orange, just relying on Chilled having somebody that he knows on this team, or at least somebody he really knows on this team. I don't think he does, so this, you know, Fruit, Gumi, and Smith, great. I don't know if Chilled works, but for the rest, it's good. Yellow should be solid. I mean, you know, Speed Silver works because of JoJo, Shelby, JoJo, and Jevin also because of JoJo. It kind of relies around JoJo. If JoJo were to sub out, theoretically, you're kind of cooked for this team. But, yeah, it's fine. I think it's good. Solid. This Lime team, cool. I mean, Ants, 5-Up and Ellum, of course, is a very straightforward duo. Sasha should work fine with Ant and 5-Up at least. I don't know if Sasha and Ellum would know each other. Ant and Ellum probably also are familiar, so yeah, pretty good team. Green team, great. I mean, you have your Hermit duo and Lifesteal duo. I think SB is a relatively safe person. Parker's a very safe person to put with Hermits from Lifesteal. Cubfan does help a lot to kind of tie everyone together here, so that's good. This team, the Cyan one over here, we've seen already, so I think it's good. This Aqua one would be fun. I mean, Missy and Forsey have a history of content interaction in the past. So I think they would make for a fun combination on the same team together. Amy and Sons, I think, decent combination there. It does kind of feel like two duos that don't overlap that much. But I think vibes-wise, energy-wise, this could be a really fun experience. So that's that. Blue is mostly a similar team that, like, from what we've seen before, of course. I think Callum fits in perfectly fine here. Purple would be fun. I think this would be a really interesting experience. I think Phil and Mogswamp duo would probably be pretty hyped up. So this would be fun. I like that. And then pink, I think I mentioned it as an example, kind of, but we've seen this trio of Bad, Toby, and Tina. I think Clown fits in great there. So yeah, cool. Hell yeah. Behold a set of very scuffed and probably very unbalanced teams. Let's take a look. Red Ryans and Callum. A little strong, possibly. Yeah, like you mentioned, balancing could be a thing here to pay attention to. But I think it's fine. I think this combination would be interesting. Callum and Ryan, I think, is a long overdue duo to happen, right? So, yeah, solid. Decent team, at least. Orange team, close enough. Welcome back, MCC, CTW. I think that's Color the World. This is fine. It's a bit of a strong team, possibly. They don't have a weak player, really. I mean, Link is their bottom frag. But even then, I don't think Link is a bottom frag like that. Though, I mean, you could argue that Scar isn't really that much of a bottom frag here either, but whatever. So, comparatively, these teams are probably fine. This one is another one that kind of feels like two combos that don't necessarily overlap the best. I mean, Jeremy and Link, of course, makes sense. Dave, I guess, would be paired with Zeus here, and even that's not like that much of a cohesive duo. So I think this one is a slight miss, but I don't think it's a miss in the sense of, like, this team would not be fun to watch. I think this actually would be a decent team. I think these guys would be able to banter. I think Zeus with the Dutch duo here would be really fun, but I don't know if it makes sense. Then again, I think these guys would be some of the more open to teaming with new people, players of the MCC roster, so maybe it'd be fine, but yeah, it's solid. It's alright. I mean, I wish I knew more about Emerald. Hope this makes sense. This does make sense. Good team. I like it. I mean, Kara and Emerom, giving Emerom Kara as a teammate should already make it good enough, right, to make sense. Gumi is also somebody Emerom is familiar with, and Fruit is really fun to combine with this this squad. Very fun. The PG UK squad, and that's why it works. It's mostly a repeat combo. At least everyone will be familiar, so that's good. When she realming on my SMP, so true. It's a full realm team. Don't really need to comment about it any further. That's a full realm team and it works. Slime duo and stuff. Yeah, this one makes sense too. I don't know. Like, I don't feel like analyzing the most about stuff, but this one makes sense. You know, you have a combo of people who've met in Rising. You have Hermit duo. Legundo knows Cub. You have the Forsey and Jevin combo. That's fun. Forsey and Cub might know each other too. So this is good. Yeah, this makes sense. Good combo. You know, everybody knows each other here. Good one. Good vibes. Hell yeah. Dudes, men, guys even. And this would be pretty good guys vibe. I think this would be really fun. Yeah, this makes sense. I mean, it does rely around Pete a little bit, but that's fine. Chilled my goats, please make your grand return. This is a team that would make more sense for Chilled, because Shelby is somebody Chilled is very familiar with. I think Chilled is somewhat familiar with Ant. Now you can throw in Smant because of you know, knowing Antfrost really well. I think Smant and Shelby are also familiar. So everybody here knows at least 2 people on the team, which is good. And this would be fun. Really fun team. I like it. Do Durap and Mog know each other? I don't know. Who cares? Here's the team. I have no clue, but that should be fine. I don't think that really matters. I think this is a good combo, and it makes sense because it's a lifesteal trio, and Mog Swamp knows Parker at least, and maybe Clown. So yeah, there you go. Good team. Or good set of teams, rather. MCC teams for Challenge 2. Oh, hello. Here we go. Iconic team, they need to win. I already gave my take that I don't necessarily, like, yearn for the Krakens to reoccur. Not because I don't think it's a good team, but because I don't really care for repeat teams, especially when they are repeated that often. I guess it could be a nice little thing to maybe, you know, in a stronger roster, give them another go if it feels like it makes sense. I do think nowadays they would be a very strong team, considering Kara has been on a pretty good performing arc recently, and the rest of the team is just good. So it would be a pretty cracked squad nowadays. I think it'd be fun and a team oriented team. Yeah, I mean, Chilled knows Shelby at least, so that's fine. I think vibes-wise would mesh with Misty, but Misty doesn't really know. Like, Misty knows of everyone on this team, maybe. I think Raiga would be the best connection for Misty, maybe, and even that might be a bit of a thin one. So I'm not sure if it would, like, work super cohesively, but it's fine for the rest. Raiga, I think, would be an interesting combo here. That's fine. I think Raiga fits in decently well. Chaos, that's it. Yeah, I mean, this is trio we've seen. Mog Swamp, I think, would be a fun inclusion there, sure. Fruit Parker, duo plus Gumi and Tina for vibes and balancing. This would be decent. I mean, the only person here, again, that might not know enough people for it to really work super cohesively is Tina. But I also don't know how much that matters, because, like, I'm thinking about it now. It's like the most recent team she had, like, her main combo there was Hannah, right? Then I don't think she would have known Siren or Curry beforehand. Maybe heard of, but not known them. In this instance, Tina's main connection here would be Gumi. I don't know how much Tina and Gumi are familiar with each other. I assume a decent bit. Parker, Tina should have met at some point, probably at TwitchCon. They'll probably be familiar to an extent, maybe. I don't know, maybe not. And Fruit, same thing, right? They might have met or like spoken to each other online before, so that should be all right. So it's decent. Pete and his band of hermits, also Gri and Scar duo. Good. Yeah, this is a good team. It's a little strong, maybe, but that's fine. Good team. I like it. Very cohesive team. Nothing else. Yep. No comments. That's good. Second Chaos Team H1 is a vibe, and I'll stand by that. This would be really fun. Maybe a little weak, but really fun. So that doesn't really matter. So trio we've seen, H-Bomb fits in nicely there. Want to see a Wally Sasha duo because they made content together. Valid. Same thing. I don't know if Zeus and Sasha would work on a duo or on a team together. I have no clue. For the rest, this is fine. So sure. Filler team. Yeah, but I don't think that's like a bad thing. Like Ant should be fine here as the top frag. Everyone else is familiar. I think that's chill. That's solid. That's all right. Lifesteal plus SB gets to play. I mean, a full Lifesteal team would be really fun. It's a little strong maybe, but would be fun. I don't think we would see a full Lifesteal team in MCC unless we get some of the weaker Lifestealers invited for an event, right? But yeah, anyways, solid roster. looked through the Discord and I only found two sets of teams that contain both Speed Silver and Elm. All other people bench either or both. I guess a lot of are unfamiliar with the roster. Yeah, I mean, it's fair. Wasn't familiar with the roster, but I tried something a bit higher comp. I hope it worked out. Let's see. We'll do this one and one more, and then I'll call it, and I'll do the rest on stream, I guess. This would be really strong, well, very strong, but vibes-wise, really fun. Orange team, mostly similar team to what we've seen, would be a fun team. This Philza team would be very interesting. I like this combo, it's cool. This yellow team here, this pizza team, works. It's good. Everyone is familiar. This lime team, I think, would be really fun. And high energy and just very energetic. Could easily be a pride team, of course. This green team might be fine. Like, Forcey's only really here because he knows Cub, but he doesn't know Scar or Green, and I don't know if that combo would make sense. I honestly think, I don't even know what, actually, I was going to suggest you put Misty on that team and it makes more sense, but even that's not really the case. I don't really know what you would do for Green. You just give them, like, I mean, JoJo's the most straightforward, I guess, right? But Forcey might not fit the best on this team. I think if it were to be, you know, a team and it happens, it would be fine, but I think in terms of team making, it's not like the approach that I think would happen. This Aqua team is fine. SB's a little out of place. I know he knows Clown, of course, but it's like a Realm trio, and then SB737's kind of randomly there. I think it could be fine, though, so sure. Cyan, chilled, probably not enough of a connection to fit on this team. Otherwise, it's solid, decent. It's just a Minecraft YouTube trio, of course. They should be familiar from that. Blue is mostly a repeat, I think, from what we've already seen, so I've already commented on it, but it's good. Everyone's familiar with each other. Purple would be really fun. I like it a lot. Of course, makes sense. And this pink team would be really fun, too. I would love to see this pink team. This would be fantastic. I think you could very honestly just... you put fruit on green, and then Forcey wouldn't go on pink, because that doesn't really make sense. You would put Forcey... I don't even know. You'd have to make some substitutions. But that's fine. That's alright. Solid. Good. And then one more. From the Fat Pancake. Wreck plus Forcey plus Hermits. Yeah. Familiar type of combo. I've already commented on it. Should be solid. This orange team is good. I like it. Samantha and Pete, I guess, would be the main combo for Samantha to work here, but I think he'd be fine either way. Pete and Gumi, I don't know if that makes sense as a combo, but maybe it's fine. I don't know. That's like the main potential issue. I don't really know. Yellow would be fun. This makes sense. This works for chilled as well. This would be a really fun team. I love this. Lime team works really well too. Great team as well. I love that. This green team should be fine. It's fun. Yeah, I like it. Among Us team, great team, fantastic. It works. It just makes sense. Everyone knows each other is familiar, at least to an extent. This Aqua team would be solid. I think it'd be pretty fun. This is a Simmers duo that I could see happen again. Zeus and Gluon, assuming Zeus plays again, of course. For the rest, I think this is a fun combination. SOS plus H-Bomb team. I mean, it seems like it's a trio, and then H-Bomb fits in very nicely, so sure, that's good. Do I need to explain? No, you do not. This is a very, very good team. And Pink is a full Realm team, so that's good. Fantastic. All right. That'll probably be all for the review thus far. How many do I even have? There's a lot more to look through. I'll do this on stream. So let me make sure that I remember. It's this one. That's all for now. Thank you for watching.